return of the sovereign champion back home to Ostrava, to the toughest city in the Republic.
Za Ostravu, Oktagonu neporažen, neoddiskutovatelný šampion welterové váhy.
David Pink Panther Kozma. With 5 title defenses.
Tak to je neskutečné. Tlačí a kola zasahuje. U Angeličku ide blízko ukončenia. Kozma to znovu dokázal.
And in the 6th, he will face perhaps the most dangerous challenge ever. The man who sent Bararoš to the ground.
Skočené koleno.
Bryczak.
Další turné udělí.
Andrej Kalašnik.
Kalašnik je obrovský problém, Kajkonec. Representing Brazil.
Kajk Brito. Oktagon 37, December 3rd in Ostrava. Tickets available in the Ticket Portal network.
Alexander Ironside Poppeck returns to Oktagon after a long break. He already has 14 wins. For his 15th, he has to defeat Nermin Hajdarpašić. Hajdarpašić has fought just 4 times so far, but won every single one of them. At almost 2 meters tall, this tough Swedish fighter will try to defeat Poppeck with his hard punches. Last time, Poppeck fought Shabas Hoc at Oktagon 16. Since then, he has won 3 of his last 4 matches and now returns to Oktagon with one goal in mind: to become champion of the light heavyweight division. His attractive style will surely enrich not only the Frankfurt tournament, but the whole of the light heavyweight division of Oktagon. So here we welcome somebody who is a unique character, somebody who is moving from boxing into mixed martial arts. And when I say moving from boxing, Brad, he is somebody who is the Swedish champion. He is somebody who's represented Montenegro as well in boxing. 23-7 is his record, but in MMA, 4-0. And from the people in Sweden I've talked to him about, they said this guy has become like a bad boy of heavyweight, light heavyweight MMA over there in Sweden. He calls out fighters, he gets in their faces, he makes statements, he phones them up drunk to try and pick fights. That bad boy image has earned him quite a following. Now, it's one thing to do all that talking, it's one thing to, you know, make the phone calls, say the things online, make the tweets. You got to back it up. And so far, every single fight he's had in the pro ranks, 4-0, he has backed it up. On top of that, 2 knockout finishes within those 4 victories. Unique but dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, like, he hasn't met his equal yet, so he can be that flashy, you know, brash, you know, full of confidence, because he hasn't met his equal. Tonight he has, in my eyes, his toughest test in Poppeck, and we see how he tests out to him tonight. He's a very, very rangy striker with very, very good hands. Makes this fight for me very interesting to see.
Here he comes, Alexander Ironside Poppeck, making his way out in front of the German crowd, making his way once more towards the Oktagon cage. Now, this guy's fought for Oktagon before. Oktagon 16, he fought Shabas Hoc, took that victory by decision, but decision is not how his fights usually go. 14 wins he has, 9 knockouts, 8 in the first round. And he is somebody that has added to his game. You look at the physique, one thing he's done over the last couple of years is had a strength and conditioning coach. He didn't have that before. He was just naturally big, naturally athletic, naturally strong. Now he's got somebody fine-tuning those weapons, those tools. You are seeing the rewards of those weapons, those tools being sharpened. His last 2 performances, 2 fights, 2 knockout finishes. We've just announced Munich, Brad. We have just shown the promo for Munich. This guy could be where he is from that city, but this guy could be one of the feature bouts on that. But to do that, he has to put on a performance here in his return to Oktagon tonight.
We always say different approaches to the game, and also how MMA's evolved. Now bringing in strength and condition is going to be a massive asset to him. You see that he's taking this very, very professionally on his approach. I mean, I'm excited to see him. He looks like a beast with his hands. Yeah, let's get this one underway.
Yeah, well, we'll look at the tail of the tape. Let's see how these two size up together. 30 versus 29. Taller is the Swedish fighter. Hajdarpašić 4-0 undefeated, but the experience, the massive experience on the side of Ironside. Poppeck, 14 more professional fights in his career, and he's already in the center of the cage, staring down his opponent. So let's shift this tail of the tape. Let's hand it to the one, the only, the man with the mic, Andre Novotny.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is a catchweight bout in 99 kilos, and it's scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Let me introduce you both fighters, and we will start in the blue corner. He's 29 years old, stands 193 centimeters tall, weighs in at 98.1 kilo, representing Västerås Fight Club. And the coaches in his corner are Jörgen Hamberg and Adam Egno, with a professional record of 4 fights and 4 wins. Fighting out of Sweden, Nermin Rocky Hajdarpašić. In the red corner, he's 30 years old, stands 189 centimeters tall, weighs in at 98.9 kilo, represents Munich top team, and the coaches in his corner are Arif Koyuncu, Filip Radari, and Jordi Kirchenhofer. With a professional record of 18 fights, 14 wins and only 4 losses, representing Neruda Cup team Kolob, and fighting out of Germany, Alexander Ironside Poppeck.
Just look at that crowd, just listen to that roar. Final touch of the gloves between these two. This catchweight bout set at 99 kilograms sees Nermin Rocky Hajdarpašić in the blue corner take on Alexander Ironside Poppeck. He is in the red corner. My goodness, Brad, these are man mountains. And the kicking game of Poppeck, that is one thing that really stood out to me watching the fights back. He's got great clinch control, he's got hard punches, but the long weapons he uses, eating away those lead legs, he really, really works it well.
Yeah, for me, Hajdarpašić looked pretty nervous with it. And it's quite a nervous thing, nerve-wracking here. This is definitely the biggest stage he's fought on and the biggest opponent he's fought against. So he's got to make sure he doesn't let this occasion get to him.
We talk about the nerves now. I got to speak to Nermin. Oh, high kick, head kick. Whoa, snapping on those outside of the thigh as well.
And that's one way to disrupt a boxer by kicking him. They're not used to those sort of kicks. Look, as you can see, he's not used to kicking.
Different, right?
Yeah.
And the weapons, the long weapons of Poppeck, the feints. Look how relaxed he looks as well, Brad. Look how relaxed. Oh, snapping again.
Yeah, he's just chopping away. These kicks is going to really, like, set up other things as well. He's going to set up his hands.
A little inside kick there from Hajdarpašić. And Hajdarpašić yesterday, Brad, yesterday I spoke to him, and when I tell people about the arenas, fighters usually go, how many people? And you tell them how many thousand, they get excited. But he got nervous. He's like, I like fighting, it's the cameras, it's the lights. And right now he's got to deal with Poppeck right on top of him early. 3 minutes, 25 seconds still in this round, and he's moved right up to Mount, Brad.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of footage of him. He looks pretty green on the floor. And this is a bad position to be in against such an experienced and high-level guy.
Oh,
yeah, this could be it, Brian. This could be it.
Shots. Poppeck looking for the finish early here in the first half.
That's it. He's it, Brian. Look at this.
Ironside claims victory here in Germany. Look at what it means. The emotions, the release, and that finish, Brad, that says it all.
Yeah, he's got the crowd on his feet. The crowd love that, Brian. I know he said when he got in that sort of position, he did just held there. That strength and condition helped him out a lot there because they were powerful shots landing down there.
There we have it. What a return. Still wanting to fight anyone in the cage. There's a takedown. But look, talk us through the end of the fight, Brad.
Yeah, I mean, he was very clever, very good fighter. He set up the takedowns with all these short kicks. He was just chopping away at the leg of Hajdarpašić, and then when he got one quite close, he got a beautiful drive with a takedown, and then it was just like a hot knife through butter, if you ask me, when he came to the floor. Sleep up, got him in such a fighting position and landed these strikes. And you just see how much it means to the fight here. There hasn't been a show here for these sort of fights to put on a show like this. And there he is now, there's a home for him to grow this future star, and I would like to see this guy in Munich, February next year.
Well, listen, fighting out of Munich, top team, that is his gym, that is his city. We are heading there next February 11th, and already, I can just wait to hear. This is the reception he got in Frankfurt. Could you imagine the reception he will get in his home city of Munich? What a night, what a performance. Takes the O from Hajdarpašić. Earns the victory, and he's earned this moment as well. Let's get his hand raised. Let's hand it to Andre Novotny, the man with the mic. Speak.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to the action after 1 minute and 53 seconds. And winner by crowd and pound in the very first round is coming from the red corner, Alexander "IRONSIDE" Poppeck.
Erstmal Glückwunsch zu deinem Sieg, klasse gemacht, reingegangen, Takedown geholt und direkt das Finish geholt. War das so der Gameplan für dich?
Also erstmal, ich bin ziemlich außer Puste. Das Feiern kostet mehr Energie als der Kampf. Gameplan war einfach ein Finish, egal ob im Stehen oder am Boden, aber er kommt aus dem Boxen, also ist natürlich besser, so jemanden runterzuholen.
So when I asked him what was the plan coming into this fight, because he executed it very well, very dominant, he said, okay, Hajdarpašić is a boxer, of course you want to go in there, secure him as fast as it gets on the ground and then look for the finish. Alex, wir haben vorhin schon gehört, es gibt bald im Februar die nächste Ausgabe von Oktagon MMA in München. Ist das nicht was für dich?
Ja, sehr, sehr geil. Bin ich auf jeden Fall am Start. Let's go.
Hast du schon einen speziellen Gegner im Sinn, gegen den du gerne kämpfen würdest? Ist ja deine Heimatstadt.
Boah, gibt viele interessante Jungs. Wenn er noch kämpft, dein Partner hier heute, der Martin Zawada, wäre sicherlich interessant. Denke ich. Ja, gibt viele interessante, aber er ist eine Legende im deutschen MMA. Sollte er noch kämpfen, vielleicht interessanter Kampf für alle.
So when I asked him when we're going to have the next Octagon show in Munich in February of next year, if he would like to fight there, he says, hell yes, of course, it's my hometown, so he's in for that. And when I asked him who he would like to fight, he said, there's one retired MMA legend in Germany, and this is Martin King Kong Zawada.
Also mit allem Respekt, aber und ansonsten, ja, wäre mir auch egal.
But actually, he just wants to fight, he doesn't really care. Also, Alex Poppeck, vielen Dank.
There we have it, Poppeck not just getting the victory, but calling his next shot as well. Now, Martin Zawada is on the German commentary team over there. He retired at Octagon 33, but he's just been called out, Brad, and it's going to be hard to resist that, right? Looking at Munich, looking at this young tiger coming up through, looking for the challenge. Oh, we have Martin Zawada in the cage.
Wir haben dich bei der letzten Octagon-Veranstaltung gesehen. Du hast gegen Stefan Pütz gekämpft, hast leider verloren und hast danach erstmal verkündet, du wirst deine Handschuhe an den Nagel hängen. Jetzt sehen wir dich heute hier. Was hat es damit auf sich?
Erstmal hallo zusammen, hallo Frankfurt. Ein schönes Gefühl, wieder da zu sein. Glückwunsch, Alex. Wieder ein aufstrebender neuer Kämpfer. Ich bin 39 Jahre, habe hier letztes Mal meine Karriere beendet. Jetzt hast du mich herausgefordert. Ich wurde schon ein paar Mal herausgefordert. Ich bin eine Kämpfermentalität. Ist deine Hauptstadt München, deine Stadt. Das heißt, ich kämpfe wieder auswärts gegen einen Kämpfer, wenn ich das annehme, in deiner Heimatstadt. Ich überlege es mir, aber ich denke, wir kommen mit Oktagon dazu, dass ich vielleicht wieder die Handschuhe anziehe, die ich kämpfe, okay?
Okay, so maybe we're gonna have a headliner for Oktagon Munich, Alex Ironside Poppeck against Martin King Kong Zawada. Die Verhandlungen laufen, hoffentlich kommt der Kampf zustande, dann sehen wir uns nächstes Jahr in München.
Kinsale trying to do what Vermola couldn't finish. Big shot. He's down. He's down. That is your middleweight king. His name is Patrick Kinsale.
Serem na Patricka Kinsela.
Ve finále nejvíc trapnil sám sebe.
A magnificent rematch for which the Czechs and Slovaks have waited 4 years is finally here. Rivals.
Celý ty 4 roky se Carlito do mě různě obouvá.
Champions.
Ještě tady lítá nějaká malá, tlustá 77 s mým pásem.
Mně přijde, že Karel tomu českému MMA jako škodí.
The light heavyweight title is not enough for Terminator. He wants to hold the middleweight title as well.
Pás, co má půjčenej to malý hovado, tak bych si ho vzal zpátky domů.
Patrick Inspector Kinsale versus Carlos Terminator Vermola.
84 je jediný pravý šampion zde.
December 30th, O2 Arena, Prague. Tickets for sale on ticketportal.cz and ticketmaster.cz.